Lie down, dog. Just lie down. Oh, I forgot to change the thumbnail. Music. Nope, it's got to be in pictures. Waiting for it to update here. Did it do it? Says that I'm live. Cool. Gonna put in a little description here. Save. There we go. Open a new tab. Open a new tab. Open a new tab. Waiting for people to come to log on. Here we go. Cool. We're live. Yay. But we're live. Do this as much as I can. Go lay down, dish. I tried the other day in my truck, and then I got completely. Well, I was live streaming, and then I got completely just like derailed by phone calls. So I figured instead I'll do it this way from my phone in the studio, which we have 12, says on my phone. Thank you for watching. My name is Justin. Hit the like and subscribe if you like. This is Fox and Robyn Recording Studio. That's where we are. That's where I do a lot of my work. I got mics and stuff and all sorts of things all over the place here. But I come here to create community as well as, you know, talk to new musicians, talk to new friends, whatever it might be. But we have coffee in our trusty Beatles mug. And I have my laptop here, and which I usually view more comments on here than I do on my phone because I can actually see them here. They're a little small on the phone. Mostly because the phone's a little further away. I am working on some ideas for the ceiling here just to make it a little bit better. So there we go. Yeah, everything's live. Talk to people. We'll comment as much as we can in the description or in the thing down below. Description down below has like website and all sorts of other stuff, but feel free to hit the like and subscribe button, watch our other content, watch other videos, comment, ask us questions. We're here to create community. That's what we're here for. That's what keeps my business growing, is the community that I keep creating. So, and keep in contact with. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe. We're growing quite a bit. Do a quick update on the channel here once I get back to analytics for the channel. We're at 1502, so we've definitely reached that 1500 mark. Really surprised that we did. This year alone, 2026, we've done like 200 and some odd subscribers, which is great. We've done almost 1,400 views, 300,000 or 1,400 watch time, 300,000 views. We've reached that, which is all thanks to you guys watching our channels. So keep watching, keep subscribing, keep my thing and do not sure. I'll do it for an hour, so I don't get notifications and get derailed again. But we're growing. So this month alone, what we've done in August. We've also done 17,000 views, done 300,000 views. Our channel has finally reached lifetime views, if I go to lifetime views here, our lifetime views is over 1 million. We've done 1 million lifetime views, which is insane. I should have done something for it, and I didn't. I don't know. It happens. It is. It's just what happens. Life gets ahead of you. But yeah, 1 million watch views, or 1 million views, just crazy for the entire channel, not just not just certain one thing. That's everybody, which we're grateful for. And they're changing that, of course. This. I think it's this week. I think it's this week they're changing that. I think it's the 24th it changes to where views pick up quicker. Basically, the views start getting counted as soon as people watch, instead of like at a certain point. I think it was like the first 30 seconds it would have to count. Something like that. I don't really remember exactly where it would pick up, but it's starting to pick up a lot sooner. I see 13. Thank you guys for watching. Feel free to hit that like and subscribe. I'm going to quote that. If you notice, you might notice we're in a recording studio or a recording type space. All this is fabric. There's not a lot of hard surfaces here. Except for the desk and like the floor and stuff. But since we are a recording studio, if you need anything recorded, mixed, mastered by somebody, or you're looking for somebody, feel free to go to our website, foxandrobynrec.com, or through our social media links, which is also foxandrobynrec. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us through Google. We can help you out, for sure. And we'll drink coffee doing it. But I am digging. That says 8. My phone says 8. My computer has not caught up. There it goes. Now it says 11. I don't know. We'll see what happens. My computer and my phone tend to tell me 2 different metrics. So, what have you done, bud? My phone, I tend to, what's the word? I tend to believe it a little bit more. I wonder if I shouldn't bring it a little closer. I don't know where I'd put it, though. Or would I have to even... Oh, I have that direct box. I'm going to try something. Boop. Direct box. Right now it's sitting on a lamp, in case you didn't know. Ah, there we go. Maybe a little closer. Now my mug is in the way. Not just my face, but my actual mug. That was a joke. Joke, fellas and ladies and gents. I sometimes... Yes, that is a bowling pin. That dresser here, you might notice, you might see this in a lot of our shots. Or just if you're in the studio, that's a dresser. The dresser holds a lot of things. It's basically just storage for the entire studio. So it holds everything that we need. And then some. Because I do feel like we need more storage here. We never have enough. So we have shows that we're going to do today. We'll be out at Oscar Blues in Longmont. If you see us, come say hi. Whatever. We'll talk with you a little bit if we can. 34. Whoop. I'll take it. My short videos haven't been doing super great, I've noticed. My last 2 did like just under 300, which I don't know if that's because the algorithm's changing again. I usually notice that when the algorithm changes, it like, oh, we're changing how we do this certain thing in content. I tend to see that in my short videos. When I post them, they tend to not do well. So I think I'm just a little too far forward now. Let's go back just a little bit. Sometimes you just get a little too close to the microphone, or a little too close to the camera. That's a little bit better. I like that. I feel less like I'm looking at the view here on my Mac here, which is a thing. I bought my son a new Mac for school this past week, which was an interesting experience. 1, because I haven't bought a new Mac in quite a while, but 2, prices have gone up a ridiculous amount. And then 3, trying to figure out the needs that he has don't meet the needs that I have. So like the laptop I'd buy for myself doesn't work. What would work for him would be overkill. So I thought, well, maybe I would get myself a new Mac and give my old one that I have, my Mac, I give my laptop, I give it to him, and I get me a new one, or get me a desktop or something. And I was just like, I can't find anything that works for me as well as my current laptop, despite I have some issues with my HD card in my laptop. Like if I have to completely shut down my laptop, which I probably should anyways. I have to do a reboot every time I plug it in. I don't know why. Probably has something to do with the PCI lanes and how they work. I don't know. But it's kind of annoying, for sure. But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, buying him a new laptop was fun. I got him a Neo, a MacBook Neo, which he picked out the color he wanted. He wanted blue. So I was like, cool, go pick out the color you want. So, which we ended up, we didn't even pay full price for it, which was, I'm very grateful for the store that had it. It was a PC part store that bought a bunch of them thinking, oh, we'll sell, you know, sell these quick. Well, they've been holding on to them since they came out. All right, we haven't sold a single one since they came out, which is kind of a marketing snafu on their end. Because if you're a PC part store that's named something PC, and you're trying to sell Apple products, it doesn't work. But well, it does. But you have to really push them a lot harder because people are coming in there for PCs and parts and stuff. So they're not coming in for just a whole Mac laptop to take out. So, which is another thing. I like. Maybe I could get me, you know, a larger screen or something, or I don't know. I gotta find something that works better for me. I like my laptop, don't get me wrong, but I'm looking at a larger screen, something bigger that I can have here to where I can kind of look up a little bit, because right now I'm constantly looking down at my laptop, and that's even, yeah, there we go. I was like, is my seat down all the way? Let's see with my seat lower. I'm still kind of like, I don't know. It's a whole thing. It'll get better as life goes forward. I will take 59 views for a video. Hey, Moon. Hey, Dish. Go lay down, pups. You guys may have noticed we did a video on the drum kit lately on how it's currently mic'd, and I'm really digging how it's mic'd. Because it sounded massive. I was listening back to it, I'm like, that sounds really good. So 60, what? We've hit 60 views on this stream. We'll see what happens. I don't know if I'll do the whole let's see where we at. 12 minutes? I might do the whole thing. We'll see how it goes. I'm feeling kind of sleepy today. I might go get me something to eat upstairs. Go upstairs and make me something a little more protein in it, because that's kind of I feel when I don't have enough protein and enough like certain things in my diet, I start to feel so. And that is the noise of how I feel. Hey, 3 people. Hot dog. There's a lot of people who watch from. Oh man, I got an itch all of a sudden. We have a lot of people who watch from all over the world, which I'm super grateful for. Got to meet and talk with a lot of really interesting people who've watched our streams. You know, it's like, hey, I've blah blah blah. I'm from Tokyo. I'm from so and so from Iran and India and you know wherever, United States, Texas. You know, got some people from like LA that have, you know, I've talked with. Guys from Maine. One guy I haven't talked to him in a while. He hasn't been on in a while on the stream, but there was a guy that I would talk to pretty regularly, and he was on a lobster boat. What he did for a living. So he'd go out and get lobsters. So, which can be a pretty adventurous job. Like pretty neat experience. So no new subscribers. Not yet. That's okay. Live stream made easier. What are you talking about? Try playables on live. No, I'm not doing the playable thing. I need to do more videos. I do. I just need to do video. I've been watching a lot of videos on like how to grow YouTube wise, but it's also one of those things like it doesn't matter because not everything's going to work for everybody. And it's been since April since I posted a video. I'd like a long form, and that was like I did one April 10th was like kind of like a studio update, and then I had a life update that was in March. End of April or middle of April, I had like microphones, like some microphones that I had bought for doing live stuff and in the studio. I have 2 different things. This is not the right. not the right thing. But, you know, I don't have very many videos that have done really well. They all stand about the 50. I have some that do really great. Oh, what's that one? That's which is better, Pro Tools or Logic. I need to do... I have one that's better, but it does pretty well. That's like Pro Tools and Luna. You know, I have that one too. Let's see. The best one I have so far is Studio Monitor Control. It's at 7,000. Luna and Logic's, that's the one I was thinking of. Luna and Logic Pro. I thought I had one. Our studio one. I need to do a new... Oh, that's the PMC Result 6. I do need to do a new tour of our space. Because I did one on our new space and how we did everything. Hey, 18 people. Hi, Ann. Anne Marie. You're doing well. But yeah, we got a lot of videos. One on humbuckers, it's done 1,700. I don't know why those are in the wrong spot. Because my WA14, I have two of those, and I do like them. I like my WA14s. So we're getting somewhere. The volts 476. I had a 476. I used to have two 876s. And I was not, believe it or not, I was not impressed with the 876 from UA. The volt, I thought it would be better, and it was just kind of, it felt like the same mic pre's. They're supposed to have better mic pre's. The conversion was maybe better, but I'm like, I get the same conversion out of my Avid, so I might just stick with it, you know, go back to it. Although I have a different Avid than I sold my Avid stuff to get those, and I should have just kept with them. But I will add more pieces as time goes on, and that's just life. So, people must be watching. What are you doing over there, Moon? I have a little white dog. Her name is Moon. Moon Bear. Oh, she's like, I'm gonna go upstairs. So I got Dish here. So my puppies. I got 4 dogs here. So if you ever come to the studio, you might see a couple of them. You might not. Just depends on what's going on. Go lie down, bud. Go lie down, bud. What else? I don't know. It's been fun. It's been a crazy week, crazy month. We've got a big show next week that we're doing. So, but I am happy with the amount of videos I have. I have like 135. I need to do more. I think that might be on my next goal. Maybe that's my goal for the end of the year. That's gonna be hard to do. Maybe I can do it. I'd like to get the channel up to, maybe that's more achievable. Get the channel up to 150 long form, because we've got plenty of shorts and we got plenty of, you know, let's go back to content. Go back to live. Live, we're sitting somewhere in the 376 with live stuff. We got our shorts is in the, gotta be in the 600s. Yeah, it's 635. Shorts, with plenty of shorts and stuff, which I'm gonna keep posting shorts. I'll keep doing that stuff. I'm not gonna hit the monetization. It says like 503. Did I get any subscribe? I did. Whoever subscribed, thank you very much. Super grateful. We're trying to get to that. I was hoping to get to the 3,000 mark soon, or not soon, but somewhat close to that in the next year. And then they changed everything, so now instead of it being 4,000 views, it's 8,000. They doubled everything and changed the 10 million short views. Actually, I don't think they changed. I think it changed, but I think it was like 10 million. You have to get 10 million 90 days, which that seems about right. It used to be 365, but I think now it's 90. They're changing a lot of the aspects to it, so I don't know if I'll ever get this channel monetized, and that's not really the content, or the intent. I can talk today. It's going to be a good day. We're going out to Oscar Blues tonight to run a couple bands. It's one concert, so an opener and a headliner. So, and people are like, "Well, how many bands did you have?" I'm like, "We had 3." "Well, no, how many bands did you have?" "I just told you we had 3." "Well, no, I'm like, "Dude, we had 4 different hacks out here today. Like, that's a lot." You know, I had people when they're just like, "Yeah, what about this and what about that?" And I'm like, "No." So, but like I said, the kind of back on the UA Volt thing, I didn't really enjoy the 876, and I didn't do a video on it because I just didn't enjoy the workflow with it, and just various other things that it had. The auto gain was cool, but it never really worked well. It Luna didn't work with it at all. Like, oh, it did. It worked with it. It talked, but there's features in Luna that I like to have, like bypass extensions, bypass all processing, stuff like that, and none of that was not there when the Volt was connected to Luna. So it was just like, man, like, what is going on here? Like, so switch back to Pro Tools. I'll do a video on that shortly. Maybe today. Maybe I'll start filming that one and be like, hey guys, I have a video that I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about blah 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 blah. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Sometimes it's just a matter of that, So we'll see what happens. Oh, I did sell my big camera this week. I had a big camera that I filmed a lot of stuff with, and I've currently sold it. And I have. Where are you? Oh shoot! I don't even see it around here. I know it's around here. I have a GoPro that I'm going to be shooting a lot of stuff on, and I might get me a couple more cameras. I don't know where it is. It must be in the back. Could be in the back, or it's down on the floor and I just don't see it. Because a lot of times stuff falls off the back of the desk. I don't see it. It must be in the back. It could be back there with a bunch of my camera gear and stuff. So anyways, I'm probably going to start shooting video with it a little bit more. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. It'd be fine shooting video down here with it. It'd be absolutely fine. So I might shoot some video with it. I might get some more GoPros. I've thought about OSB, the OS Bot. Let's see. I think that's what's called OS Bot. OS Bot. Yeah. I thought about a couple of them because they're PTZ cameras. There's the Tail Air, the Tail. Let's see, podcasts, content creation. Let's go content creation. Nope, I don't want to do that. What was it? But it's like there's they make a webcam. They make the Tiny SE, which is like it tracks you, which is kind of cool. Let's see if I can find it. The Tail, I think, is the one that I want. Yeah, it's 4K. It's a 4K PTZ. How much? Quanto. How much to buy it? The NDI version is $5.99. That's not bad. And it's $4.99 for the standard version. That's cool. There's a multi-can version. That's neat. And there's a wireless. There's a lot of cool stuff for this. NDI license key, which, oh, you don't just get that with it. But I know you can hook them up. NDI is nice, but not necessary. Gotta look into it. You get the Tail, which is the camera, storage, male temp, dual USB-C, female splitter, USB cable, 8. Interesting. I think that might be what I end up going with for in here, because I can use them for I can create content with them. But I've also thought about doing something like a bunch of like GoPro. What do you call them? They're the little guys. Ooh, that's kind of cool. The tail air and the tail 2. I don't know. What's the tail 2? Curious. Oh, it's stupid expensive. Oh, because it's got all the... This is the one that I really want. If I'm doing installs, this is probably the one I'll end up going with. NDI version. What about the standard version? SDI, LAN, USB, HDMI. Cool, cool. Solutions. They have a house of worship. Almost looks like the church I work in. Interesting. This is very tail 2, tail air, host tiny, which is what I want. And they're only $300. Actually, I want to look at this guy because this is the guy I want for myself. Buy now. Thank you. Tiny 2, tiny 4K. Yeah. Interesting. I want to see the back of it. I want to see what the connections were on it. Dual ISOs, that's cool. It's a little faster autofocusing, which is good. AI tracking. Oh, so this is like, this is more along the lines of, like, what do you call it? Webcam. I have a webcam. So, anyways, that's what I'm thinking of getting at some point. But yeah, it's like I'd probably get the tail air for certain places. Kind of work with that for a while. I don't know. I go back and forth with it. Because I would like, I do live streaming at a church, or I'm in charge of it. And I would like to update it. NDI activated. Because we have an NDI already. We already do stuff over NDI there. So, which NDI, if you're not familiar, is just, it's just a protocol for, it's another video protocol like SDI, but it's a network based. So, little things in life. 1503. Very thankful for those who have liked, subscribed, and continued watching me babble here for, last half hour. I might just hop off here. We got 2 people watching this. I'm grateful for the 2 people that have stuck around and watched. And we've gotten 110 views, which is great. Which is, the average is about 30 seconds. People kind of hang around and watch, which I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I need to do some other stuff. So, and I have a phone call to make. Lunch to eat. Things to do. People to see. All that fun stuff. So, anywho, I'm going to keep rolling, keep, doing whatever. So, but I'm grateful for those who have watched, liked, subscribed, hung around and drank coffee with me. I need to see what my dogs are doing. I got one that's lying behind me here, but the other one is upstairs. And she caused trouble yesterday. She got out, let little Moon out in the garden, and, well, lo and behold, she goes out there and digs a big hole in one of my planters that has the watermelon. Luckily, she didn't dig up any of the watermelon. She just dug a big hole. So I was like, well, I'm mad at you for digging the hole, but I'm also not mad at you for not digging up the plant. So she did help me weed, though. She did do that. She weeded the garden because she did dig up a bunch of weeds, which I thought at first was, watermelon, but no, it was just weed. So, just weeds, just unwanted plants growing in my garden. Hello, Thailand. Just saw that. Boop. But yeah, like I said, it's great talking with people that watch these streams and come on here and just. I might do a stream tonight. I don't know. I haven't been streaming from Oscar Blues lately because one, I wasn't out there. Two, I don't know. It's been a lot of the same bands, so it's like you're just watching the same stream over and over again. So I've chosen not to do that. They've started doing it like, oh, we've got a whole bunch of views and stuff. I'm like, you will at first because you have new people seeing the bands that haven't seen it before. But as the same bands play and it's the same content over and over again, views start to drop off because it's the same thing, and they're doing it to Facebook. So there's a point where it's just not gonna continue. But which I'm wondering, do they have time? Facebook. What he's up to? They have 7,000 followers on Facebook. So I just want to see if they have anything that is Thursday Spotlight. Yeah, and there's Roundup. Yeah, they have quite a few people watching these, which is great. But the problem is, yeah, they'll get to a point where so we'll see. They have 7,000 followers. Yeah, because they're a business on Facebook. Ooh, what does my Facebook say? Yeah, Chris had a story. But I'm not trying to, like, you kind of have to pick your platform. That's the platform they've picked. And I've picked YouTube. So I might do some to YouTube. I don't know. A lot of the ones I did just kept getting I was getting monetization blocks. And I was like, I'd rather just do the shorts because the shorts won't for me. So I was like, I'll just do a bunch of shorts. So I'll probably post a short from this weekend. Look out for it. I'll probably start filming a video after I go eat something because I'm feeling a little shaky and just kind of, I don't know. So I'm going to go make me a PBJ and eat that and go on with my day. So I'm grateful for everybody who's watched, liked, subscribed, done everything on our channel. Feel free to watch more stuff that we have. Look forward to the more stuff that is coming. I'm trying to get some maybe more of the... It did kind of fell in nicely. I did stain here, and the stain wasn't good enough and just didn't stick. So I'm going to get a brown marker, I think. Anyways, not the point. The point is I'm grateful for everybody who's watched, liked, subscribed. Keep doing so. We'll see you all in the next coming days here. Whatever video that gets posted, whatever. Feel free to watch our others. And in case I missed you, I'm sorry. And good morning, good evening.